That is Issyk-Kul Lake. This is quite nice actually. And the northern westernmost point is just that bit there. And this town in this region here is Balachi or Balachi? I think it's Balachi. Keep your voice down because I know there's people about. I'm gonna piss everyone off. Bloody vloggers. No, it's lovely. It's calmed right down. I don't see anyone swimming though, and I'm not sure why. And there's nets up. I wonder if you're not allowed to swim, but I can't imagine there's rules like that out here. No swimming, it looks lovely. If it was a bit hotter, I'd jump straight in now. Kegs off, away we go. But yeah, a bit of a strange day today actually. My accommodation last night was £21, which was really good actually. Yeah, it was lovely. Breakfast was really nice. And I sat down at the breakfast table and there was two Japanese across the table, and I have a bit of a soft spot for Japanese culture and the language, and I decided to knock the rust off, of which there was a lot. I was really rusty. Starting up a conversation in Japanese is easy when you can think about the first four things you're going to say, and then as soon as they say something back in Japanese it all goes a bit pear-shaped. But I managed. They were very friendly, they were lovely people, and their English was better than my Japanese, but no, it was lovely actually. And I set off along the southern edge of the lake, which is all the way along here. Obviously the lake's so big you can't see the other side. It was all along here. Oh, trying to watch where my finger is. That's all the southern edge, which obviously comes up to here. And I rode the northern edge, which comes all the way around here. Anyway, I set off maybe... I asked my host what the best route was, north or south, and Google Maps was telling me the north was faster. It just goes off the fastest route, assuming you want to be efficient and you don't want to spend time in your car. Of course, I'm on a motorcycle, on the most scenic route, so other apps are better, but I just defaulted to Google Maps. Anyway, I set off on the southern edge, and as soon as I left the town of Karakol, it started drizzling, and I went on this bit where they're developing the road, and that turned very quickly into not mud, but it was just sloppy and minging, and it made a complete mess of my bike. And my gear would be okay, except well, the problem being is that in Kyrgyzstan everyone seems to overtake with so much zealotry that they're so close and they're so fast, and they just don't care. They just don't care. So I ended up absolutely covered in shit. My gear is minging. I got the bike cleaned. I went to one of those driving garages. I got the bike cleaned, so that's alright. The gear's a bit rough, but I just left it outside. It's under a cover outside the hotel where I'm staying tonight. And again, I've stayed in a... Yes, so anyway, I got about 10 kilometres of this stuff, and it was minging, really. It was like a swamp, and it was only raining and getting worse. And I looked ahead down the road, and it didn't look lovely and clear like this bit. It looked like this bit, where it was just black clouds and rain, and I was just looking, I thought, no chance. I just thought, if there's much more of this, I'm just going to end up disgusting. So I decided to do a U-turn in the road, very sheepishly, to avoid sliding out. And I just turned around, I just went the northern route. So I went back to Karakol and turned around, and I actually shaved an hour and a half off my journey. So I think those roadworks are quite extensive, because the northern road was absolutely lovely. It's all freshly tarmac, lovely and flat. There's petrol stations selling 95 octane, so no problems getting petrol. So far, Kyrgyzstan's been lovely, and I haven't had to really worry about it. Lots of people told me, oh no, you need enduro tyres, it's all off-road and gravel. You're full of it. You're full of it. It's not. It's lovely tarmac, and there's petrol everywhere. And, oh, you'll only get 80 octane, that farm petrol crap they put in. Nope, there's 95. The garage to look for is Red Petroleum, or A3C. But the Red Petroleum ones are a bit more expensive, so the locals don't like to pay. Something's landing on my leg. Yeah, so go to those garages, because they've always got it in stock, because it's more expensive, and more expensive to me is like peanuts really. It's like £1 a litre versus 95 pence a litre. To guarantee that there's petrol in stock, no problem, I'll pay that. Anyway, so I'm in Balachi, or I can't remember what it's called. I don't know, I don't remember what it's called. But it doesn't really matter. My host tonight is a little bit, it's just someone's spare room, and they're a bit cold. I don't know, they're a bit, they don't say much. I mean, they don't speak any English obviously, but they're not super welcoming. They're just like, hey, there's your room. Hey, there's the toilet. There's not really any. I don't know. It's not very welcoming. So I'm not sure what to think. Doesn't matter. It's only one night, isn't it? But I'm here for one night. I actually don't know where I'm going. In 6 days, I need to be in Saritash, which is that way by about 800 kilometres, and it's all mountains and stuff. There is gravel roads to tackle. If I go to Issyk-Kul, which is the second biggest body, this is the biggest body of water in Kyrgyzstan. If I go to the second biggest one, which is Issyk-Kul, it's gravel roads. So I need to check the weather. I don't want to get stuck on a gravel track when it does rain, because then I will be in trouble. Well, I'm saying that I've done wet gravel. Depends how fine the gravel is for my tyres, but we'll see. But this lake's lovely. I don't know why no one's... Oh, there's people in the water now. I'm not going to film them. But it's lovely. It's very, very nice. Don't drop the camera, Oliver. It's lovely. If it was a hotter day, or maybe if I woke up here and did an extra night, I would 100% go swimming in that. I wonder if it's salty. I bet it is salty. All water's salty, isn't it? Yeah, it's lovely. There's a few yurt camps over there. There's loads of accommodation around here. It's super affordable. It's very, very good. It's highly rated as well. Very, very good. Total opposite to Almaty, where it's quite expensive. Well, it's the most expensive city in Kazakhstan, actually. Even though Almaty is not the capital, that will be Astana. Almaty is the most expensive city in Kazakhstan. I didn't know that until I spoke to someone local. Anyway, I need to plan the next couple of days. I got a little bit of footage of the roads. Not too much today, though. Again, it's just motorway, so you don't want to see it. It's just not nice to watch. Neither's my face, but I'm going to film that anyway. But no, it's lovely. So I guess I'm going to go for a bit of a wander. But I do need to plan where I'm going over the next 5 nights, actually, because I'm doing 2 in Osh. So I've got 5 nights to plan. Or was that 4? It might be 4. I'll mention it at some point. I think it's going to be possibly Naran tomorrow, then Kazarman or Bayatov. I'm not sure. I don't know, but without pointing and looking at a map, it probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I can't remember if I actually do have my maps left over. I do have paper maps somewhere. I don't know if this goes anywhere. I'll go for a wander. Just had someone come up to me there, open arms, shaking my hand. Alarm bells ring, of course they do. And straight away, oh, where you from and all this shit. And he uses his basic English up, and then he's over onto Kyrgyz or Ruski, whatever it is. And you just, within a minute, not even that, within 30 seconds, he's asking for money, and you just think, get out of here. You're twice my age, you've been in this game for like 60 years, man. If you haven't got your shit sorted out, what are you doing? So why are you asking me? I've been here half the time as you. It's just, it's so frustrating, because this happened a handful of times. It's just happened again there. Why do they do it? Well, I know why they do it. It's not, I'm not stupid, but it's always for my family, but the family's never there. It's always for food, but in the times past when I've given money, they don't go and buy food. Or if you offer to buy them something in the shop, they don't want it. Just get out of here, man. Don't be asking me for money. I've got to save that money for ladyboys in Thailand. No, it's so frustrating, because it's, you know, 0.01% of the population where everyone's super friendly and courteous, everyone's lovely. And then you just get someone that is just so overtly friendly, and you can just tell straight away, this guy wants something. No, get lost. Get it yourself. Never mind. I should clarify, it's not about who's got more or less money. That doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. The point is that these people, and there's maybe 7 or 8 of them at this point, maybe about once a week I get one, and you can see them coming, and they're minding their own business, going about the day just like everybody else. But then as soon as they see a white person, as a white man, I know what I'll do. I'll bust into this sequence. I was asking for money. Just fuck off, honest. It gets under my skin. It does. It's frustrating. And then as soon as they realise you're not going to give them anything, I'll just play stupid now. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Even when they're like, they'll get a note out of their pocket and they'll tap it. Oh, you want money? You know what I mean? If I haven't got any of that, you just play stupid. And the fact that they then walk away and just go about the day as they were, they only did it because you're there and because you're white. It's just frustrating. Anyway, it doesn't matter.